Tappy, we're counting down to the time-honoured Group 2 Edward Manifold Stakes. Favourite on track, wide open betting race. Well, equal still Yuga Chaka Special Grange. On screen number 1, True Jewels, the Blue Diamond winner, Alf.
Yeah, look, has been racing well. And look, holding her condition okay, but has looked better in the past.
Number 2, Malagra Miss. Oh, she's been racing well.
Yeah, terrific run behind her stablemate at Caulfield. It'll run well again.
Juanmo, the dual Group 1 winner from the winter. Can she win a Group 2 here?
Probably what she doesn't possess is the asset to race close. She's drawn in today. If she can race a bit closer, it will help her chances.
You found HG back when we last caught up. An impressive winner the other day. How will a sting out of the ground affect her chances?
Well, I certainly don't think it'll go backwards because I don't think the track is that bad at this point in time. However, the weather is looking ominous.
OK, number 5 is Lilo Lil across from the McDonald Stables in Adelaide.
Drawn awkwardly, I don't think it's good enough.
Hot beat number 6, Vince Hall.
Yeah, run a cheeky race in the Tranquil Star and drew OK that day. Drawn fair today. Yeah, sneaky chance.
Number 7 is Paladama at huge odds, but not as big odds on track.
No, look, his Tranquil Star run got beat fairly convincingly. I wouldn't think it could improve enough.
Bill Mitchell gave number 8 Vickers not a bad chance in this race.
Well, it won't race far away from them, even though it's drawn out in about 10 with the scratchings. Yeah, look, don't put it past it.
Special Grange, equal favourite on course.
It's going to get back, so it's obviously going to need a little bit of luck because the track doesn't seem to be assisting horses running home. But, oh, look, very nice horse indeed.
Frangelica's at very big odds. A horse 2 runs back. Enlisted Company wasn't beaten far here.
Yeah, look, I like the horse. I'm waiting for it to draw well or step up in ground even beyond today. It'll win one soon.
Edging out is number 11.
Better suited the wetter the track gets, I doubt it.
The Sydney form of Ha Ha and Moonflute, represented by Palais from the John Hawkes yard.
Yeah, which gives it a chance to, and drawn nicely. The stable's on fire, particularly with Darren Gauci. His ride in the last race was awesome again.
OK, just through these last few. Liberty Rose, number 14.
Drawn well, and look, it will improve on its last outing when it won a stakes race, listed race in Adelaide.
Yuga Chaka, equal favourite on course and shows slightly better value on the tote.
Blinkers on, I'm confident will prove to be an asset in this particular race.
And a horse, I think, has got a chance. Magical Miss is much better value on the tote.
Only because where it's drawn is why you're getting good value, and it'll need luck.
OK, Bart Cummings and Stephen Arnold. We mentioned Liberty Rose. Its rider is Simon Price, who earlier spoke with Alf Matthews.
Simon, you missed out on 2 nice winning chances in Adelaide, the Fulham Park Plate and the De Quetterville. Is it worth coming to Melbourne to ride Liberty Rose?
Well, I'm hoping so. I really enjoy the opportunity to come over here, and Liberty Rose, I've ridden her every start. She can be a little bit of a niggly tart, but she had a month off between runs over the mile. She raced a little bit fresh that day, but was quite strong on the line, just almost running out of condition. But, I think this is her toughest test. She does everything right, so we should enjoy a nice run from the barrier. And I'm just hoping that I can, get something back from Adelaide.
Well, I certainly hope so, because I can't add any more to that. Good luck.
Thanks, Al.
Simon Price, and he rides Liberty Rose in the upcoming event, the Edward Manifold at Flemington.
And the race coming up at Victoria Park is for 3-year-olds and upwards, 1 city win. And the favourite Flying Flea, very short, 2.20. Buffalo Power, second pick at 5.20. Raspberry Tea, 6.70. Comforts at 7.10, $11 for the next, which is Mantra, number 9. Mow It Now, Patowdy and Mr Travolta have some admirers at long odds. Now, the Sky ratings on the next at Doomben. It's race 5, and Jack Lee Friedman says she's had no luck whatsoever at her 3 previous starts. Good betting on course for Haste Ye Back. Good support for the 4. OK, in they go now, and they're about set for the Edward Manifold Stakes as we join Greg Miles.
And there's 4 to come along now for the Blazer Edward Manifold Stakes. Yuga Chaka sporting blinkers first time will run favourite ahead of Special Grange. Here's Lilo Lil coming up. Frangelica to get set. Peladama and Magical Miss away from the line. Magical Miss trained by Bart Cummings, who won this race last in 1991. Some of his champions won it in early years. Storm Queen, Light Fingers amongst them. Here's Magical Miss moving along into the gates. A $16.90 chance. Peladama, who has the outside barrier, moved up and completed the field. The Edward Manifold at Group 2 for the 3-year-old fillies about to go. They're set. Couple of attendants getting in. Vickers just not quite standing correctly. Standing a bit better now. Uga Chaka the inside. Vickers rearing. Settled. All clear comes through. They're off. Uga Chaka jump reasonably on the inside. One Mo away fast. Liberty Rose jump very quickly looking for a front running roll. Hasty Back jumped out of the stalls quickly from an outside barrier, and so did Vickers as they settle into stride now. By the 1400, and Pele settled in front. Hasty Back got to second. Liberty Rose third from Vickers, and Lilo Little's out wide. 2 lengths away in the field. Uga Chaka on the inside of Peladama and True Jules. A half length to Malagramis. Looks to be posted a little wide there. About a length and a half edging out, followed by Hot Beat, Wonder Frangelica. Trailed by Juan Mo, and well back as Special Grange from Magical Miss, and Tally Thunder last by the 1000. Pele led. Hasty Back's ahead away second. A length and a half away. Lilo Lil running third on the outside of Liberty Rose. They're closely followed a length and a half back then by Peladama, wide around the outside of Vickers and Uga Chaka. Next, True Jules, Malagramis deep out from edging out. Frangelica's off the track. Special Grange starting a run. They're followed by Hot Beat, Magical Miss, Juan Mo, and Tally Thunder last as they come around the turn. Pele a narrow leader from Hasty Back as they swing the corner. Lilo Lil is third, and they're followed by Liberty Rose searching for a way clear as Peladama starts a run deeper. Just behind them, edging out's got up along the inside, and wider out, Uga Chaka's got herself into the clear, and she's starting to come home well, and True Jules looks for an out. 300 metres left to go now. Uga Chaka swept up on the outside to tackle Hasty Back. Lilo Lil, Liberty Rose got a run on the inside. Here's Magical Miss coming home from the back, and Hot Beat, but Uga Chaka took the lead. Uga Chaka narrowly from Lilo Lil, and Magical Miss on the outside, but Uga Chaka's clear, and the blinkers have done wonders. Uga Chaka by 3 lengths to Lilo Lil. Hot Beats burst through, and a photo with Magical Miss for the minor end. Liberty Rose close up on the rails, and Tally Thunder came home well out wider. They were followed by Juan Mo, and then True Jules, Frangelica, Peladama. Next edging out, followed by Hasty Back and Special Grange. Well back in the field is Malagramis. Pele tiring badly, and Vickers is last in.
Watch yourself, Elf.
Wow, exciting stuff there. Uga Chaka, Lee Friedman, the trainer, prepared to the minute. Damien Oliver in the saddle. What a day for Damien. Andrew Bensley.
The gear change, Lee, has it helped?
Oh, there's no doubt. Like, we've been considering it for a couple of runs, and I know a few people have jumped off, but this is the best filly we've got in training, and we've had for a couple of years. So a few people didn't give up on it, like Alf Matthews.
Elf had, can I give yourself up, Elf? He had a bit of a quid on it today too, the Uga Chaka.
Well, it's his shout.
It is. Just a few have dropped off.
Yeah.
Obviously, you didn't.
Yeah, no, look, she hadn't had much luck all the way through this time in. And we sort of knew after the second run that the blinkers was the trick, and I was going to hang off until the 1,000 guineas, but it was getting a bit tight to get into the 1,000 guineas, so we had to go for break today, and of course she's produced a great ride and she's done the rest.
Got out clear 258 and really sprinted up to him.
Put the issue beyond doubt. She's the best filly in Melbourne, don't worry about that. She'll give Ha something to think about, particularly if the ground's a bit soft.
All right, just watching the end of the race here, your feelings?
Yeah, I was confident, long way out. I just knew the further she went, the better she'd go. She's always been looking for the mile, and I think I said 2 or 3 runs back I was just looking forward to when she got to Flemington in a mile, and that's today.
You're taking on Ha, as you mentioned. You're pretty confident about taking her on?
Well, I've got to be, you know. I think she's proved she's the best here today under the set weights over the mile. And the thing that may play in her favour, if there's some rain around, she'll handle it really well, and maybe Ha won't. But it'll be a good contest.
Good luck, Lee.
Thanks
Mate. Lee Friedman, Brendan.
That one by Dana Singer, who Lee prepared to win a Stradbroke handicap. Second to 5, third to 6, fourth number 16 for first 4 players. The Bart Cummings trained Magical Miss. They ran 1:38.7, 1:38.7. The win time on the Edward Manifold comes with a searching run out wide and proves in a class of her own. Tappy, they backed her hard on track and she got the cash.
Right, Brendan, thank you. Oh, gee, she put it all together today. And Lee Friedman's unwavering faith in Uga Chaka has been amply rewarded. Very, very impressive. I know it's easy to make statements, Larry, in the euphoria of a group win, but Lee very clearly said, look out, ha-ha.
Yes, John, as you see the way it hit the line, it's certainly got better races in front of it, and it's marvellous what those blinkers can do, and putting them on at the right time is the key to it all. Getting the best out of a horse, waiting for the last moment. Anyway, he did that perfectly. John, this race, the 5th here at Doomben, look, I've...
At 4.50, Brittany at 5.30, and presently is just under double figures at 9.60. Academe is obviously impressed the handicapper of late. He carried 57 when he won a midweeker recently at Canterbury Park, but I thought it was a pretty good win on the day because he had to virtually go back and change course coming around the turn to get into the clear, and then he was able to get up and grab them in the last couple of strides. It was a good win, but he's paying dearly for his consistency. If he wins again today, Academe, you've got to say that he's way above average. Here's Ian at Rosehill Gardens.
Thanks, John. Race 5 and they're all set to go. Racing this time. Oh, Brittany, after they hit the ground, Brittany seemed to dig the toes in. It is a conspicuous last, and Baghdad leads narrowly from Omens and presently is trying to join them. Just behind the pace now is No Respect on the inside of Academe at a couple of lengths to Search and Rubner, and Brittany's another 4 lengths away. 1100 left to travel, and Corey Brown takes presently to the lead. About a length and 3/4 on Baghdad, and Necto Omens over on the rails, and 2 lengths then coming Academe, who's racing on the outside of No Respect. Some 2.5 then to Search, and about another 3 lengths, little under that now to Rubner as they pack a little and tacking on Brittany. They work to the side of the track at the 800 marker, and presently's rider slowing the speed. It's about 3/4 of a length on Baghdad. In the 3rd position, the favourite Omens, and the 2nd pick at her quarters on the outside, Academe. 2 lengths to No Respect on the inside of another roughie, and that is Search. 1 to Brittany, and last of all is Rubner to the home corner in this order. And the leader here is presently about a length or so on Baghdad. Now Academe's being called upon for his effort now. Omens 4th and on the rails, and there's plenty of room for her to come through if she's good enough, and down past the 300, and Academe the outside taken on by Omens, and Baghdad between them, and nothing else a chance but Omens. She hits the front now. 150 to go. It's Omens a half length on Baghdad. Academe can't go on with it, but Omens looked $1 million on the way to the barrier and runs right up to it. Omens convincingly from Baghdad. 3rd Academe, 4th was Brittany. Under the circumstances, a huge run, and then came presently followed by Rubner, Search, and last No Respect.
Well, you can't ask much more of a jockey than to ride the race and not come around one horse, can you? And Rod was able to get a pretty skinny rails run at the top of the straight, and Omens with a handy pull in the weights. Was too strong. Academe, or Baghdad rather, looked like having another crack at Omens, about 100 out. Academe was feeling his 58, but Omens was going far the better in the last 50 metres. A filly by the Great Octagonal, and that's win number 2 for Omens in a 6-start career, and a winning double for Crown Lodge and Rodney Quinn. $3 and $1.20, Baghdad $1.50, Academe $1.40. Victoria Park, race 5, 7 minutes away. Roses and Wine, $2.80, My Decision $11, Bulbard $12, Palingagar $7.90, Rose of Sienna $15, another Printer $46, Scratch $7, Elegant Rhapsody $55. Let's Adjourn $10, Chuter $20, Sliglow Classic $30, Southern Way $40, Striking Plume $4.80, and Zoff's Lad at 71. Just under 6 minutes to a start there. Now his Omens coming back with Rodney Quinn in the saddle. Omens is out of a mare called K Sarah. And today is start number 6. 2 wins, 1 second, 1 third. Nice filly, a gritty filly who finds the line. Attributable no doubt to the fact that her sire is octagonal, and few horses have found the line any better than he did in recent years. Yep. Now Flemington Turnbull Stakes, top rater Sunline ahead of Primrose Sands, Inner Flurry and Universal Prince. I was just looking closely at Omen's nostril there. It just looked a little on the pink side. Yeah. Yeah, it It might be the fact that she's a grey horse. I just, yeah, no problem. I'm just imagining things. Rodney Quinn, who normally comes back to scale with a poker-faced expression, allowing himself the courtesy of a smile as he brings Omens back to scale. Academe wasn't disgraced in that, you know, with 58. Not disgraced at all. Now here is the full market on the Turnbull Stakes. Sky Heights 11, Freemason 61, Pastor Express 96, Universal Prince 690, Big Pat 31, Sunline $1.90, Inner Flurry 14, Hit the Roof 18, Carpstad Way 17, Sir Clive 36, Sale of Century 43, Primrose Sands $16, Rum 38, 14 is out, and Tyrolean at $19. Now on course, Brendan, I believe the Great Mare is a shade of odds against, is that right?
On course, so odds across all of the 3 TABs you're seeing on your screens is not value compared to what they're shopping for on track. The second elect on course is Universal Prince. You are shopping well. Super Tab $6.60. In the last 15 minutes, we've had a shower of rain pass through. Not too heavy though. A little bit of thunder though. Away to our west from here, so hopefully we don't get any more rain. Runners shortly in the mounting yard for the second of our big Group 2 features, the Turnbull, and we'll be hearing from a few of the contenders in the race. Outside of those, they're the only 2 on single figure odds, along with Sky Heights, which is very, very good value at $11. Tappy, back to you.
Okay, Brendan. Gay Waterhouse, who hasn't had many runners in Melbourne over the last 2 or 3 years, has her sights set on winning herself a race or 2 during this spring carnival. Gay herself makes the trip to Melbourne today. She speaks with Brendan.
As we've mentioned throughout the day, it's a big day here at Flemington. The big guns are in town, both on the track and overseeing their charges. One of those, Gay Waterhouse, who's flown in this morning from Sydney. Gay, big day in Sydney, but even more so down here in Melbourne today. And your favourite girl, Primrose Sands, in action against the Glamour Girl Sunline.
Yes, well, I must say that Primrose has got a big jump up in class today. I'm trying to get out of that light.
I know they're bright.
But she's got a big ask, but she's training superbly. She's powerhousing around Flemington here in the mornings. She's got to really run well in this race to give her a real chance in the Caulfield Cup. But in the Caulfield Cup, of course, she'll have a very lightweight on her back. Today, of course, she's meeting them at weight for age. Very happy with her. She's by Zabeel, and you saw Zabeel win this first race here at Flemington. Really lovely mare.
Will she be tackling first of all Sunline up front, or will she sit off them?
No, she won't tackle Sunline up front, but she'll certainly be up there on the speed. She likes to be there. She likes to sort of see what's happening, and she's a very sort of determined mare. Likes to get on with the job.
Now, Life is Beautiful with that wonderful Royal Connection. Didn't she run a good race in the Nivison the other day?
Oh, look, the Queen Mother was just so excited. Her racing manager, Sir Michael Oswald, was immediately on the phone. He said, I can't tell you how excited she is by it. So today she steps out with the Queen Mother's colours on, and hopefully she can do it. She's a very nice mare. Brendan, she's beautifully balanced. She's only been in Flemington a couple of days, but I'm hoping she'll run very well.
She could trouble them in a competitive race. I mean, there's a whole host of other chances, aren't there?
There are. It's a very open race. It's a very large field. She was lucky to get in. She was right on the borderline, but she's in it, and that's the main thing.
Gay Waterhouse with Brendan Parnell at Flemington. To Universal Prince $5.60. Third pick Sky Heights $10. Inner Flurry $14. Carpstad Way. He won't fancy the moisture in the ground at $16. Hit the Roof $17. Primrose Sands $18. Tyrolean $20. I think a lot of people will be closely watching the run of Tyrolean because Bart Cummings, from all reports, has a quiet opinion of Tyrolean from a Cup's viewpoint. Now, Doomben, Count Scenario, Forging's Lad of the Joint Top Raiders Race 6, State of Peace 90, Akabar's Promise 87. Now, a quick look at the market. 570 Count Scenario, Forging's Lad 370, down to State of Peace $4.30. They're the ones carrying the bulk of public money, and it is Doomben Race 6, 9 minutes away. Southern Way, Victoria Park, with correct weight, $34.50 and $7. Let's go to Flemington Racecourse in Melbourne for the Turnbull Stakes with Greg Miles.
And the last to join them in the line is Big Pat on the outside, so the field is locked away for the 4 and 20 Turnbull Stakes. They're ready. Amber lights flashing and they're off and racing, and Sunline jumped away well with them on the outside. Hit the Roof. Primrose Sands is going forward, and Sunline is hustling forward on the outside now, followed closely by Tyroline and In a Flurry. But Sunline has raced to the lead for the first time in this preparation. She's out in her favoured role, Sunline. She's out by 2 lengths. Primrose Sands is second. Tyroline is third. Hit the Roof is fourth the inside. In a Flurry is fifth. A length and a half, Sir Clive on the outside of Carpstead Way. Wonder Rum. Big Pat travelling out wide. Sky Heights tucked away on the rail. 2 lengths further back in the field is Freemason. Universal Prince outside him. And then Sail of Century and Pastor Express by the 1400 metres now. And it's Sunline out in front by 4 lengths to Primrose Sands. 2.5 lengths to Tyroline third, being closely followed by Hit the Roof, and then 3/4 to Win a Flurry. 2.5 to Carpstead Way. 3/4 away to Sir Clive, and they're trailed by Big Pat, who's out wide. Sky Heights and then Rum. More than 2 lengths away is Universal Prince. Must be 20 lengths from the leader. And back behind him is Freemason, Sail of Century and Pastor Express at the 900. And Sunline has broken the field up. She's out by about 5 lengths now to Primrose Sands. And the same margin away third, Tyroline. Big Pat's off the track, followed by In a Flurry, Hit the Roof, Sir Clive, and then Carpstead Way. As they swept to the corner, next was Rum. Sky Heights over on the rails, and then Universal Prince, Freemason. There's Sunline's leaders come back to them. Next, Sail of Century and Pastor Express. They're swinging around the turn now, and it's Sunline. She's out by about 3 lengths. Primrose Sands In a Flurry. Big Pat pulled out. Tyroline sneaking through with Hit the Roof on the inside, and pulled out wide as Universal Prince to make his run. Sir Clive is ahead of him. Sunline led Primrose Sands coming towards the 300 metres, and then Hit the Roof. Carpstead Way. Tyroline battling away. They've got to the 200. It's Sunline still by about 2 lengths to Primrose Sands. Carpstead Way. Universal Prince is making plenty of ground on the outside, but the great mare is clear. Sunline. Universal Prince chases her home. Sunline, the Queen, is back. Sunline beat Universal Prince. Photo third. Primrose Sands or Carpstead Way, and they were trailed by Hit the Roof, and close up was Sky Heights, Sail of Century, followed then by Tyroline, and then came In a Flurry, Pastor Express, Freemason, Sir Clive, Rum and Big Pat.
Well, she takes her prize earnings to $8.4 million plus, and she's run 2:03.9 on a dead track, which has had a few showers for this 2,000 metre test. The Turnbull Stakes, Claire Bird sat down just below us here, quietly watching while the crowd erupted at Flemington. Miners going Universal Prince's way, second. Third, number 12, Andrew Bensley, is about to link up with Thane Green, one of the part owners. Congratulations, what a great result.
Well done to you, Thane.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, very good.
That was the real one.
Yeah, well, she's only 95% fit, so the bookies might change their mind a bit, mightn't they?
Yeah, they might on that. She got away with it there mid-race. How did you feel, Thane?
No, that's how he said, take it easy, just sit up at the front and see how they're going. And looks like he gave her a bit of a breather on the turn. And, I mean, you know, she's set for the Cox, and that's just a bonus on the way through.
Well, coming to the home turn, came back probably about 2 lengths and then really found it probably 300 from home.
Yeah, I think he might have given her a bit of a breather. I think it was the instructions, and, you know, I didn't want to knock around too much today.
Yeah, well done to you, mate.
Thanks very much.
Thane Green wearing proudly the Sunline tie. We're chasing up for Trevor McKee. We'll come back in a sec.
OK, Andrew, at this stage, Sunline kicks clear. Primrose Sands in second. Now, Universal Prince Alf Matthews is out of screen on the left. He's about to come back into screen. His run was enormous. And the other key runners include Hit the Roof, which ran home in 5th position, 4th going to Carpstead Way.
Hit the Roof, battled away OK, looking for a further ground, not a problem. No doubt the run of the race is Universal Prince, because bearing in mind what B was saying and what I indicated this morning, with the rail being out 15 metres, back in today, it was still out in the worst ground when it had to try and sprint. It did all the tough work getting there and then still battle on very, very well. It is on target, there's no question about that. And you'll see here how wide it is. See, it's only got 7 metres to work with from the rail. Now you see Justin let him run in, but it's all too late. Yeah, and you did see him lose his footing just there too.
Just seemed to jib a bit.
Yeah, that can be at the angle he's just wanting to shift in at. He's obviously hanging in a little bit. He hasn't done that in the past, but that wouldn't be... look, that's a tricky scenario. He's obviously just put himself in a bit of a position, because Justin, I've got no doubt...
far left of screen.
Yes, and you see, he is wanting to hang in, but Justin is inclined to let him shift in. Now you'll see him just stumble there. and you see him duck out slightly.
Okay, briefly down to Andrew Bensley, Cox Plate bound Sunline with the trainer.
Yeah, Trevor McKee's here with us, waiting for the horse to return. Trevor, we can get a quick word with you. How about that, mate?
No, that was terrific. That's what come here for, and all you fellas been knocking the hell out of her. So at least you saw today what she can do.
She really ran along a little bit. I'll walk out with you, Trevor. Is that all right?
No, sorry.
Okay. No, I don't think he's too keen to talk today. I think he might have been maybe a little bit annoyed by a few of the knockers. Thane, can I ask you whether he's been upset with it?
Yeah, he is. There's been a lot of knockers, and also we had difficulty getting in here today, so we're not that heavy.
Difficulty? What do you mean getting in? Tickets?
Getting into the place.
Got to get tickets to get in. All right. Well, there's a style that I think the press guys will be on to. He wasn't real too keen to talk.
Champion mare, though, she is. How can you knock a mare that's won more than $8.4 million? Today she runs good time on a rain-affected surface and did all of the work. As we go trackside to Brisbane now, Larry Olsen, your late mail, did you watch that?
Yes, I did, Brendan. Yeah, what a great mare. She certainly got something on her, weight for age. A little bit of soft going, yes, great mare. Look,
Going back to Rosehill Gardens, and I suggest you pitch an ear for this one, as Joe McKinnon speaks to the chairman of TRB Stewards, Ray Murray.
Well, today in New South Wales there's been an interesting racetrack incident, in fact, at Kembla Grange involving young jockey Lane Maloney. And to talk more about this, Ray Murray, Chief Steward, joins me. What happened down there today?
Well, Joe, we were contacted by the stewards running the Kembla Grange meeting, and apparently there was an incident involving jockey Lane Maloney following race 1 when he rode, interestingly enough, on an edge. And there was an incident involving, 2 separate incidents actually involving stewards. The matter has been adjourned. We will hear it during the week, but Lane Maloney was stood down from, I think he had 1 remaining ride or thereabouts on the day.
A nasty altercation, was it?
Look, Joe, I wouldn't comment on it at this stage, other than to say, confirm what is the rumour about the course today, that an incidents did occur and the jockey was stood down, and there will be an inquiry into the matter.
Has this happened in recent times, and if so, what's been the penalty handed down?
Joe, I can't recall. I don't know the whole circumstance, but there's been no problems between jockeys and stewards in New South Wales in my period, and I couldn't cast my mind back to a situation such as this.
Well, given that it's a rare occurrence and one that's clearly not acceptable on a racetrack, I would imagine that the penalty would be pretty severe.
Joe, I couldn't comment whatsoever on penalty until I heard all the evidence and the circumstances as to what penalty might be involved, or if indeed any is.
Okay, thanks for talking to us, Ray.
Good.
Okay, Ray Murray, he's setting us straight on that incident at Kembla Grange today involving Lane Maloney.
Good on you, Joe. We'll have more about that on Racing Retro tomorrow morning at 9. Now, Raymond is at $4.80 here. Helsingborg has now come into the red, $1.80. Bathers, 11, Backline, 13, Final Intrigue, 8.40. Check over the page. The hold here is 227,000 in the wind pool. Back to you, Joe, at Rosehill.
Thanks, Tappy. Still about 4 minutes to start.
Shot Sunderbank and Final Intrigue to move in. Omens won the previous. Number 4 beat 2 Baghdad, 1 Academe, and number 5 ran 4th. Other winners today have been Feed the Meter, Words of Magic, Spectroscope.